It'll help us create a catalyst for kindness and compassion and caring. These things are key and important in making the world what it is. Know that we are able to make a difference. And how we live our lives makes that difference. Mark Twain says the healthiest response to life is joy. What is joy going to do but make things better if we're bringing it to whatever it is that's going on in our life? As Mark Twain says, our healthiest response to life. Well, response is a part of responsibility and our ability to respond. So if we're responding with more joy, well, not only are we experiencing a better life, and we're not having to pursue happiness because we are it, we get to be part of the solution that makes a difference. This year I've been saying what the world needs now. And of course the song goes, love, sweet love. Mother Teresa says, where there is love, there is joy. And for that, we can look more carefully at different ways to access joy, not only for ourselves, but by being the love that we are. It sort of opens the window to allow the light of love in, which kind of opens the doorway of joy to come pouring out from within us. I know it sounds simple. I'm not trying to make it idealistic. I know we got a lot of stuff going on in our lives, but it's really important that we, as we're moving through this time of the holidays and coming up for the new year, let's make some choices that what we give is a true gift. What we are makes a true difference. We each have that choice to have or not to have, to follow our purpose or not, to live with passion or not. These are all choices we get to make every day. And I say for me, when I get the chance to experience joy, it really opens me up in a way that sets me free. We say that truth sets you free, but I can assure you that joy does it in a different way. I feel like with more freedom. I'll share something with you personal that's important to me that has happened to me recently that has brought me great joy. On November 5th at 1:01 p.m., I had a granddaughter brought into the world, Briar Ayr. Briar is her name, and Ayr, A-Y-R, happens to be a place in Scotland that both her grandmother and her mother are from, and so that's her middle name. The minute I saw the first picture, because I couldn't see her in person, 2020, COVID-19, but when I got that text across my phone and I saw the innocence and the beauty of this little girl being born into this world, all I could do was just start crying. And I can assure you, they were not sad tears. They were tears of joy. In fact, they were spontaneous, totally, I couldn't stop them. They just kept coming because it touched a place in my being that was far beyond words or far beyond things. It was like a soul touching another soul and reminding me of what really matters. The innocence, the freedom, the love that children can teach us all the time. You know, we're in this together. You know, let's make the best of it, or for ourselves, for each other, for everyone. We all have different situations and circumstances to walk through and to decide what we want to be able to experience within them. As we're encountering each other and sharing with each other in this Christmas season, this holiday season, moving into the new year, let's take the time to look a little deeper than we have before. Let's maybe try to dust off some of these layers that have been placed on us as a result of the circumstances we've experienced in 2020. Not only COVID, but this whole process of the election and all that it's been causing and creating and made happen in our worlds, all these distractions that are keeping us sometimes from paying attention to what's important. And when we take that time to look at, when we say go for it, what it is, and then we take the time to do it, to share it. And so maybe during the holiday season, and maybe it's not going to be in person, it all depends on how this all evolves, who knows. But we can share this gift that we are within. We can share the truth of our being, joy, so that we can have more fulfilling lives. Maybe with every gift we wrap, and maybe some of them need to be starting to get wrapped a lot earlier and then sent a lot sooner so we can get them where they need to go, since we can't hand deliver all of them like we used to. And maybe sometimes it's just a text or an email or a phone call or some kind of a message that we get to other people that we care about and love so much, that we can share that joy with them. We can share that ecstatic experience of freedom and beauty that can make a difference as we share it. As we make our way, it's important for us to get our minds clear, to get focused and have clarity on who we are and what we want. It's important to recognize this for ourselves and not to have what's going on around us clutter our minds or make a difference. Buddha says we are shaped by our thoughts. We become what we think. When the mind is pure, joy follows like a shadow that never leaves. Well, I don't like to think of joy as a shadow, and I don't want to contradict Buddha. But what he's saying is that it is with you no matter what. And it always takes the light of joy to create a shadow. So maybe Buddha's got something there that I'm not seeing. I'll have to think about that later. Maybe you can too. Look, I come on the show to share what I can, to inspire, to encourage, to support. I know that a lot of what I'm saying has a certain idealistic quality to it. And you might be saying to yourself at some of the things I'm sharing with you to consider, but what about, and what about, and what about? How can just being joyful make a difference in our political structure or in our world and its well-being and health? How can we live better lives by just being more joyful? It sounds almost silly to think of it that way. I think that we've lost touch with some of the silly things that do make a difference. And when we do take the time to say, I'm not going to let the world as I know it, or at least as I've come to know it, continue to affect me the way it has, and I'm going to bring something different to it. I'm going to actually wrap joy up. I know it sounds kind of, stick with me, wrap joy up in every gift I give. It's an intention. And what do you think those toys and those presents were initially meant to invoke when somebody opened it? Joy. Joy to the world. Joy for each of us. Joy for all of us. I invite you to take the time to look, to be, to express, to share, to come together, to be able to offer joy to the world, in the world, to be the difference that makes the difference during this holiday, as the new year comes in, as we all create something new for our lives in the new world. I'm glad I could be here with you. I'm glad you're here with me. Know that you can connect with me at rebjimtoole@gmail.com. You can go to my Facebook page at Jim Toole on Facebook, and know that I am here in any way I possibly can to support you in helping you experience your joy. No, I'm not going to be able to buy you a boat or a truck to pull it, but I am here to support you with inspiration or encouragement in any way I can. So let me know how I can. As you're making your way through the holidays, share as much joy as you can. Be well, be safe, be conscious in your decisions and your actions and interactions. Let's all offer to each other the blessings that make a difference for each and all of us. God bless all of you.